Thanks very much and good afternoon. Thanks for your attention. Special thanks as well to QQI, Head and Dawn for the opportunity to present our case study this afternoon. As Dara mentioned, I'm the National Programme Manager of the Sales Apprenticeship Programme with Mayo, Sligo, Leitrim Education and Training Board. So I will be using the acronym MSLETB, it's just a little bit shorter. And I'm joined here by my colleague Edel Gavan, who is the Programme Development Officer. Moving forward. So I suppose, before I get into the case study, I want to try and put further education and training into a little bit of context, because perhaps there might be someone in the room who may not be that familiar with FET, or further education and training. I suppose FET, forms just one of the educational streams provided by MSLETB. And I suppose it provides an option for learning options for students or learners. And that includes a diverse range of programs and supports. And those programs, can range anywhere on the National Framework Qualifications from level 1s to level 6. And they are designed to meet the needs of all our diverse learners and meet them, I suppose, at the various different stages of their learning pathway. So examples of that include, you'll see here on the slide, we have apprenticeships, which we'll talk about the sales apprenticeship now in just a moment, but it also includes youth reach or youth services, post-leaving cert or PLC, traineeships and specific skills training. I suppose going into the National Sales Apprenticeship Programme then, this programme was designed, it started running back in September 2020, so the design process started a number of years prior to that, but we consulted many industry experts who work specifically in the sales industry before putting pen to paper as such. It is awarded by QQI, and it's a level 6 major award, and it runs over 26 months in total, or 2 years. We have 13 industry-focused modules or subjects across the 2 years. And what's very beneficial to learners is that we study one module at a time. Each module ranges typically from 6 to 8 weeks in length in the first year, and it can be a little bit longer in year 2, anywhere between 7 and 11 weeks in length. It makes it very, very manageable for learners who are working with their employers and trying to manage a course like this. So this programme adopts the earn and learn model. So basically that means apprentices are earning as a full-time employee, but they're also learning at the same time. So their employer releases them to attend classes, but they're paid as if they're full-time employment. It is applicable to those who are new hires, but also existing staff within the companies. We provide a blended mode of delivery, so we have a mixture of online classes, workshop classes, independent learning, and then a lot of the learning actually happens while they're working on the job. So effectively while they're working with the employer, which is actually 84% of the time, they are learning all the time, as supported by us as the instructors. So 16% of the time we have them through online or workshop classes. I just wanted to showcase some profiles, I suppose, of our apprentices. The minimum age in this programme is 18 years of age. However, there is no upper cap in terms of age profile. You can see we have a diverse range here on screen. In terms of their background, we have people coming in who are brand new to sales, who have never sold previously, and right at the other end of the scale where they have up to 33 years working in sales. And some of those candidates are actively managing national sales teams in their respective companies. In terms of educational background as well, we do have options, so we can have candidates who are coming in with an educational qualification, minimum level 5, but we also have candidates that have gone on for higher education and have up to level 9 qualifications already. For those who may not have that qualification, a minimum level 5, but if they have some background in sales, they can apply as a mature applicant, so it's quite flexible for learners. So now we're going to discuss, I suppose, the different principles of universal design for learning and how we apply that to the programme as a whole. And I'm starting with multiple means of engagement. So effectively, at the outset of the programme, we have a very comprehensive induction programme for our learners. We're cognizant that they are coming from lots of different backgrounds, both educationally and I suppose work experience as well. So most of our learners range somewhere between the mid-20s to mid-40s, and they haven't been on a programme of learning in quite some time. So it's very important for us to develop their skill sets, be it ICT, communication skills. We discuss health and well-being, bring in a lot of guest speakers during induction to make sure that they are set up for success before they start the programme. We provide a wide range of digital resources. That includes the ETBI Digital Library. We also provide masterclasses in digital tools. And we also have a particular focus actually on one tool, which is Padlet. Some of you may have come across that before. We use that actually in quite a few of our assessments, and also to, I suppose, help engagement in the class as well. It's proved very, very beneficial. So it allows learners to submit different formats. If anyone's used to Padlet, you can submit audio, visual, graphic, text. There's a range of options there. In addition to that, we're very proud we have embedded literacy skills within our programme. So learners must attend a specific set of classes throughout the programme. We call them writing and study skills classes. And we also have a dedicated Moodle page with a bank of resources to help them. So in those classes, we're covering literacy, numeracy, digital skills. It might be PowerPoint or presentation skills. We design those classes to suit the needs of our learners. In addition, we have a dedicated YouTube channel for our learners with the bank of resources available there. And peer-to-peer learning is a major focus for us within the programme. We actively encourage our learners to get involved in and set up their own WhatsApp group with no instructors on the group. So that allows them to collaborate and to engage with each other. But also through class activities. We always say in our classes, it's not like Netflix, you're not sitting back and relaxing, we're up and actively engaging even online. So we're very big fans of using breakout rooms and trying to encourage others to come forward and speak if they wish to do so. Learner collaboration is a massive one as well. We have, I suppose, a use of the breakout rooms to help manage that, but also we provide an online study group through Microsoft Teams as well, which they are free to use if they wish. I'll hand you over now to my colleague, Edel Gavan. Thank you.
So some of the ways we integrate multiple means of representation is that we chunk learning materials. We also follow up with an email after our online classes on key points. Recording guest lectures is really important for us to make sure that everybody understands what's going on, and we use a flipped classroom approach. So we upload materials in advance on Moodle, and where possible, we make our content interactive, multimodal, and we use video, podcasts, polls, and quizzes where possible. The Sales Apprenticeship uses a blended learning approach, and this includes a combination of work-based learning, online learning, and face-to-face learning. And this is done using collaboration tools, multimedia content, and Microsoft Teams. Feedback is really important for us on the programme, and we always endeavour for the feedback to be timely, related to the work that's presented, and always as a learning aid. Our work-based tasks are used as a form of assessment, and the learner can choose from a selection of work-based tasks for each module, and one of these is a reflective piece, and we encourage individual expression. Learners can also choose to design their own workplace task with the support of their instructor. So there's lots of benefits for the apprentice and the educator using a UDL strategy, and some of these include that they can express their knowledge more deeply and draw on the scope beyond the programme. Our assessments are designed in such a way that the learners can apply them to their own company or industry. And in doing so, they can use skills such as creativity, public speaking, critical thinking, and produce work that's unique to them. They can demonstrate what they've learned in a very personal manner. And this is becoming increasingly important with plagiarism issues and the new era of generative AI. So we recently revalidated the Sales Apprenticeship. And as part of this, we conducted research, and we got feedback from all stakeholders, and this included apprentices, employers, workplace mentors, the programme team, and QA. We employed an external monitoring enhancement panel to conduct this research. As part of that, we also did a thorough review of our assessments to ensure that they were authentic, fit for purpose, and relevant to industry. And based on that, we made some changes. So here are a couple of changes that we made. So for example, on our sales forecasting module, we realized that we had an exam that wasn't working. So we took out the exam and we changed this to a project and a presentation. And the presentation involves where the learner uses their workplace and they apply this as a case study. Something else that wasn't working for us was the showcase module. We felt that we were over-assessing our learners. So We changed the credit value, reduced the learner's workload, where they would have had a written piece, and now they have a presentation instead. And this is very sector appropriate. Where possible for our learners, we include the option that they can submit a written piece, a podcast, or a presentation, as long as it meets the learning outcomes. So, currently our practice is guided by the UDL for FET strategy. However, we're delighted to see that there's new guidance coming on board in the Altitude Charter and the 4 strategic enablers that it is working towards. So we look forward to engaging with this new charter and as we move towards the universal design in education framework. Thank you very much for your time.